You know, if you were to follow a busy doctor as he makes his daily round of calls, you'd find yourself having a mighty busy time keeping up with him. Time out for many men of medicine usually means just long enough to enjoy a cigarette. In a repeated national survey, doctors in all branches of medicine, doctors in all parts of the country were asked, "What cigarette do you smoke, doctor?" Once again, the brand named most was Camel. Yes, according to this repeated nationwide survey, more doctors smoke Camels than any other cigarette. Why not change to Camels for the next 30 days and see what a difference it makes in your smoking enjoyment? See how Camels agree with your throat. See how mild and good tasting a cigarette can be.
Busy you, in and out of doors every day. Think how much dust and dirt settle on your skin. And makeup clings to your skin, too, and clogs pores. That's why your face needs a thorough cleansing each day. And that's why cleansing tests were made by an independent testing laboratory. This same kind of dirt was made just radioactive enough to register on a Geiger counter. Leading cleansing creams, complexion soaps, and Dorothy Gray Salon Cold Cream were used to remove this dirt. The Geiger counter proved that Dorothy Gray Salon Cold Cream cleanses up to 2.5 times more thoroughly than any soap or other cleansing cream tested. It's so quick and easy, too. Takes no more time than improper cleansing. For particulars of this Geiger counter story, write for this test booklet to Dorothy Gray Limited, Box 18, Grand Central Station, New York City.
Look at this. The coffee is piping hot. The toast is buttered. The eggs are precisely right. But sometimes it takes more than that to thaw out a husband. It takes special attention to personal details, like taking more effective care of your breath. Why count on toothpaste alone? The most common cause of bad breath is germs in the mouth. No toothpaste is antiseptic. So no toothpaste kills germs the way Listerine antiseptic does, instantly, by millions. That's why Listerine stops bad breath 4 times better than any toothpaste. Listerine antiseptic stops bad breath 4 times better than any toothpaste. What a difference.
Something wonderful happens when you change to Philip Morris. You'll feel better.
Did you say I'll feel better smoking Philip Morris?
Yes, you'll feel better. And here are the reasons why. In case after case, coughs due to smoking disappear. Parched throat clears up. That stale, smoked-out feeling vanishes.
That is wonderful.
When you change to Philip Morris, you really taste your cigarette once again. The clear, clean taste of fine, mellow tobacco. And your food will taste better, too.
But why do these wonderful things happen when I change to Philip Morris?
Because you'll be smoking the one cigarette with a difference in manufacture. An important difference that avoids a common cause of cigarette irritation. Day after day, you'll be smoking the cigarette recommended by eminent nose and throat specialists to patients who smoke. The one cigarette proved definitely milder than any other leading brand. Whether you've been smoking for 10 months or 10 years, something wonderful happens. You'll feel better when you change to Philip Morris.
I told you the PTA's coming tonight, George. I'm too busy for nonsense.
PTA, huh? Gonna serve your coffee?
If you joke about my coffee again, you hear, Mrs. Olson, like a broken record.
Well, as one committee member to another, maybe you should try Folger's coffee.
Why Folgers?
They blend it special. Folgers uses mountain-grown coffee.
Mountain grown?
Yeah, that's the richest kind. Bet your husband tastes the difference.
Mrs. Olson, I'll try Folgers on him tonight.
How about another cup, honey?
You seconds on my coffee?
Tastes kind of great tonight.
Folgers, the mountain-grown coffee. mountain grown for better flavor.
What kind of a man is he?
I'm a guy who likes to work on my car. I like to take it apart and put it back together. I get to working on it and forget where I am, what time it is. I even forget to eat.
You don't forget to smoke, though.
I always smoke when I work. They go together.
Why Marlboro?
Well, it's a combination of things. When I draw on a cigarette, I want to taste something. With Marlboro, I do. Yet it's got a filter that works. Then there's this flip-top box. I like things that are well designed. This box is interesting and practical.
Would you recommend Marlboro to your friends?
I already have.
New Marlboro. Filter, flavor, flip-top box. Popular filter price.
Once upon a time, not very long ago, quite recently in fact, there was a little girl, an ordinary little girl who was quite beautiful. Like all ordinary little girls, she couldn't wait to grow up. As time went by, she met an ordinary, handsome boy. They fell in love, were married, and they lived happily ever after. In real life, however, a girl has to work at living happily ever after. First off, our heroine decided to stay beautiful, slim, and attractive. Well, she still is beautiful, slim, and attractive. No wonder, since she sensibly follows the modern trend toward lighter diet. And today's Pepsi-Cola goes along. Never heavy or too sweet, it refreshes without filling. So whenever the occasion calls for the modern, light refreshment, so does our heroine. Have a Pepsi. And on this light modern boat, our story ends.
Here engineers are studying exhaust condensates that indicate the effects of tetraethyl lead. Engineers study these things in the laboratory. They study them out of the road, too, in passenger cars, in trucks, through tests under various kinds of rigid control situations. The instruments in this test car indicate and graphically record information on such factors as horsepower, fuel consumption, speed, spark setting. That's the way mechanical engineers, working with chemists, arrive at conclusions which result in better and better engine performances.
Attention, ladies, please. Right now, at the end of aisle 2, I've set out a brand new, can't-miss, husband-pleasing coffee.
Mr. McGregor, a new coffee? But you always recommend instant Folgers.
I used to recommend instant Folgers.
Used to?
But now, I recommend new instant Folgers. Every cup tastes good as fresh perked.
Because it is fresh perked.
Oh, I like it better. Remember, instant Folgers is brand new. Oh, Mrs. Brown, the way your husband likes good coffee, you better take 2. Try new instant Folgers. Tastes good as fresh perked because it is fresh perked.
Listen, cigarette smokers. Did you ever think of this before? Chesterfield is the only cigarette in the country which gives you 1, proof of highest quality. 2, proof of no adverse effects to the nose, throat, and sinuses. Now, this proof comes from the latest report, just received, covering a full 16 months. And it comes from a doctor who's been examining a group of Chesterfield smokers as part of a program supervised by a responsible, independent research laboratory. Now, after a full year and 4 months, the doctor reports again no adverse effects to the nose, throat, or sinuses from smoking Chesterfields. Now, don't you want to try a cigarette with a record like this? Chesterfield.